Welcome to Divine Light Teachings, channeled by Opheana and Sikaal with the Family of Light. In this session, we connect with Ascended Masters Gobi, Sananda, and PALLAS ATHENA for a channeled spiritual message. In this session, Ascended Masters Gobi, Sananda, and PALLAS ATHENA wish to discuss and share with you the concept of spiritual honesty in your life, your creations, your mission, your timelines. Spiritual honesty with yourself, with others, your environment, in your creations. What is spiritual honesty? They smile. The concept is bigger than merely the words. As you create from a very high frequency, your earthly incarnation, you create your earthly incarnation. All manifestations are created by you, through you. And yes, partly in co-creation with the collective consciousness. However, within that you choose the timelines that manifest in your world. You choose from what frequency you create. And as you raise in your ascension consciousness, raise in your frequency, raise your vibration, you have more and more direct access to your spirit and support teams. And actions you take, words you speak, creations you manifest will all be connected more deeply to your intention of creation. An example is, as you raise in frequency, you move higher up to the top of a tree. And as the wind blows, the top of the tree always moves a lot more than the base of the tree rooted in the ground. In fact, that hardly moves at all. And this is an analogy of you raising in your frequency. As you raise in your ascension consciousness, you in fact take on a higher responsibility for the creation of your world. And with this higher responsibility, you are ready to receive more of your spiritual gifts, have access to more of your spiritual gifts. And you only get access to these because you are ready. You will not so-called misuse them or create challenging timelines with them. You're ready. You can hold higher levels of dealing with higher levels of information coming into your field for you to utilize in your decision making. You have access to more holistic information about your earthly incarnation, the solar system, the galaxy, the universe. You receive higher level spiritual gifts for your spiritual mission, to create your spiritual mission. And back to the concept of spiritual honesty within that. At its core, it is very simple. You feel, you know, you understand, when you are not being honest with yourself, with your creations, and sometimes that is driven by an environment pushing in on you, a force from your personality or spirit asking you to create, because now is the time where time gets involved, where money or funds get involved, pressuring you into making decisions or taking actions that deep down you know are not in alignment with your highest truth. And as you raise in your ascension consciousness and your vibration, these can be very small, minute details of timelines you choose. It is not so much about lying or lower frequency actions. It is about more and more subtleties of your actions, of your words, of your intentions behind your actions. And so the invitation from your team as you raise in your vibration, and all of you are rapidly raising your vibration, or else you would not be listening to this message, they smile. It would simply not be appealing to you. It would simply not draw towards you. You would not be drawn towards it, they smile. And so, matching with the frequency of this recording and the message moving through is your spirit and support teams talking to you that this message has validity for the next steps in your creations. Watch, feel, know the subtle differences of being spiritually honest with yourself, with others, with your creations. Don't always choose the shortcut. Sometimes the longer way around is the better way. And at the core of the concept, they smile, is a simple message to simply listen at all times to the guidance from your spirit and support teams. If an opportunity presents itself, if a timeline seems logical, if that is the way you've always done things, if that is simply what would be in the best now to achieve your goal or result, or to move forward, or to be safer or happier, apparently, but deep down there's a small tiny niggle in knowing and feeling that perhaps a different route is called for, perhaps you need to change your ways, then this is the guidance from Spirit. And this is what you are now more and more being asked to act upon, to create from, to hold that intention. For as you raise in your consciousness, your ascension consciousness, hold more love and light quotients in your field, your actions and the intention behind your actions and your thoughts and your words become more and more subtle. And so bringing spiritual honesty and truth into this, listening to Spirit and acting upon it, even if it is inconvenient or not how you have done things, or challenges you in different ways to face initiations perhaps you feel you don't want to, don't have time for, don't wish to engage in. The team wishes to offer you the contemplation to now move with spiritual honesty in your creations moving forward. They can assist you, ask for help. It is not as challenging as you may feel, think, believe. However, it does ask for your constant, consistent effort and attention. In fact, you are mastering creating your world, and this, the concept of spiritual honesty, is part of that. Deep blessings on your journey.
Blessings, Divine Ones. the sharing of wisdom from Ascended Masters Gobi, Sananda and Pallas Athena is a frequency that you may breathe through your field in those moments of challenge, fear, worry, in those moments of misunderstanding, miscommunication, in those moments of distortion where you may feel underneath your words or others' words, or out in your world or in your creations, you feel a distortion, a discomfort, a misalignment, and your guides, your heart, your higher mind is communicating with you, whispering to you to hold to your spiritual honesty, to anchor that truth through your field, to be brave and courageous, to anchor your strength through your pillar, and to remember who you truly are, to be honest with yourself, to be honest with others when it is called, to be honest in all of your creations, to use spiritual honesty for your decisions, allowing for clean, pure, integrous flow of your mission. Be the higher guide to your personality. Ask your personality, your ego, to step aside in these moments, to serve spirit and anchor the frequency, the stream of frequency that is spiritual honesty. Embrace the softness yet power within spiritual honesty. The how of finding your spiritual honesty, or others, or the world, or the honesty within your creations. Ask questions in sacred space. Work through the emotions. Work through the attachments. Unpack all of these areas. Clean all of these areas up. Allow for space for your guides, your spirit, to communicate clearly with you. Allow for yourself, your lower mind, your personality, your ego to serve spirit by opening your heart, opening your mind to full 100% willingness to serve, 100% willingness to listen to spirit, 100% willingness to align to spirit, 100% willingness to step forth with all you have heard from spirit, all you have received from spirit. And when you cannot hear, when you are confused, when you misunderstand, when you feel in a fog, when there are too many veils for you to hear, see, do, be anything other than asking your intention, your purity within your heart and your mind, stepping up every time. Again and again, I step up. I receive. Maybe I cannot sense exactly what it is, but I know I have received. I have faith and I have trust. I have received. Therefore, I will step forth with purity in my intention, in my heart, and trust my journey, and trust what comes through each moment, and trust that committing to spiritual honesty will allow me to flow this frequency through all in my life, in my relationships, in my creations, in my world. And this purity will support my mission. This purity, this spiritual honesty will support my spiritual path, my spiritual growth, my spiritual love, my spiritual light, my spiritual divine power will increase with every choice and commitment to spiritual honesty. It is an unpeeling, it is an unveiling, it is witnessing the blossoming of your heart, the divinity, the spiritual honesty that is bursting from your heart. That is where you will find alignment and joy, allowing this frequency of spiritual honesty, the divinity of spiritual honesty flowing throughout in all directions of your life, throughout your body, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, flowing through all that you are. It will bring joy and alignment. It will click into that place of feeling at home, no matter where you are, no matter what you are doing or being. You're in alignment with your spirit, and that is home. Embrace spiritual honesty, and you embrace source, love, light, and divine power to flow through all that you are. So many blessings in this divine path of spiritual honesty, spiritual love, light, and divine power. Embrace all that you are, all that you are. So many blessings.